thank you, Jenny, for choosing me to be your dad. And Courtney, I've been on lots of dates with her too. And in fact, I remember one. Do you remember when you threw up at the movie?
Yeah. It was Thanksgiving Day.
What was the movie?
The mirror has two faces.
Anyway, God has given me two beautiful daughters and a wonderful granddaughter. And today I'm honored to attend the wedding of my oldest daughter. Now, I do have a few quotes here, but they're from the internet, so they're probably not true. In keeping with that, I heard the quote that 73% of all statistics are made up on the spur of the moment. But John Keating in Dead Poets Society said, "We don't read and write poetry because it's cute. We read and write poetry because we are members of the human race. And the human race is filled with passion. And medicine, law, business, engineering, these are noble pursuits and necessary to sustain life. But poetry, beauty, romance, love, these are what we stay alive for." When Jenny was about 12 years old, she came to me and she said, "Dad, I saw this special on TV." And she said, teens are promising to stay faithful for their partner, for the future. And I was very impressed with that. "Dad, can I do that?" And I mean, I don't think I have to tell you, it made a father's heart bounce out of his chest to hear his daughter say that. And so at an antique shop, I found an old diamond ring. And I talked to my pastor, and we put together a little ceremony. I can't remember for sure, but I think it was in conjunction with her 13th birthday. We had a little ceremony where we gave her a ring and kind of commissioned her to do what she had came to me and said she wanted to do, and that was make a commitment to keep herself for her husband. And then several years later, she was still wearing that ring, and she was in college now. And we would occasionally get together and go to music festivals in Chicago because she was going to school in Chicago. And I don't remember which festival it was, but the band shelter was way off in the distance, and we were sitting on the grass way out on the edge and just chatting, listening to the music in the background, but chatting. And she told me, I'm kind of shortening it a little bit, but she said, "Dad, I'm so glad that I didn't concern myself with dating and things like that, but that I focused on my studies and kept my head about me and things like that." And I think the commitment with the diamond and the keeping it through college. Now she later she wore that diamond until the stone actually fell out, I believe. And I kept intending to get her a stone fixed or get her another one, but it actually never happened. As far as I know, she kept that commitment to the end and kept herself for her husband. It paid off in huge dividends. She's landed a wonderful man, a man of character, as far as I can tell. At least I saw books about Reagan and Bush in his library. And now, I did fall short in raising Jenny. I understand that they've been to some Dodgers games, but Jenny makes a point to point out that she's still a Cubs fan. I don't know where I went wrong.
You're the only one.
Lao Tzu, a philosopher from 6 centuries before Jesus, not to put anything off on Jesus, but Lao Tzu said, "To love someone deeply gives you strength. Being loved by someone deeply gives you courage. Langston Hughes said, when people care for you and you cry for you, when people care for you and cry for you, they can straighten out your soul. Some of you know that Jenny came to Nigeria recently for my wedding, and when I picked her up, I took her to a friend's house, and we were visiting, and after a few minutes visiting, she said, I need to step outside for a little bit. She said, because of the time difference, I need to call Matthew while I still have time. He's going to be like on his lunch break or something. I don't remember exactly what the circumstance was. And so she stepped out the front door, and after a little while, I came out. I thought she might be done by then, and I came out, and what I saw was Jenny finishing her conversation with Matthew, and she was crying. And I turned away quickly so I wouldn't interfere, and I almost started crying myself. I told her later, I said, that really did a daddy's heart good, because every daddy wants to know that his daughter is finding somebody who she passionately loves, and that is returned. So, Jenny, I'm sorry I wasn't everything I should have been. But let me leave you with a traditional African saying, may your love be like the misty rain, gentle coming in, but flooding the river. I couldn't be a prouder dad and father-in-law. I know it's a little bit premature, but to Dr. and Mrs. Borba, congratulations.